You had a busy week, BT?
Yeah. Relatively busy.
Found yourself at a place called Heathmere.
I went down to Heathmere.
Yeah. Where's that?
Where is it?
Well, I thought it was in Victoria, but it's almost in South Australia, Bill. It's
Jeez.
5 hours from Melbourne.
Which way? Portland way.
Down near Portland there.
Yeah.
Well, it is in Victoria.
And
Went down there to do a Cashie. And
what did you charge? What did you charge for this,
They
BT?
said-
Because we've got a...
They said it's not. Don't worry about the minor details, though, Dana. They said, "Oh, look, it's not far from Melbourne." And Leon Davis rang me up, and he's of course playing down there, sizzling along. And he says, "Come down, and I'll meet you, mate, and we'll have a cup of tea, and we'll talk Dreamtime stories and all this crap." And I get down there, and I ring him. He's in Vegas or something.
No way. He wasn't even there.
He's not actually there.
Come on, Leon.
So then I go to the event, roll up, and there's a few there.
Well,
I go in.
get it right, because we've got a report from the local paper.
And the president gets up and he says, "Righto, everybody, we're starting now." And that was it.
No introduction.
That was the
No
introduction.
1986 Coleman medalist story.
And he's looking at me and saying, "You're up now." There's only about 10 people in the room. Then I start talking and the microphones don't work. Right?
Oh,
and I'm
no.
thinking,
Your
come
pet hate
5
bristle.
hours, microphones, it's the only tool you got, It was just an absolute shite fight down there at Heathmere. But
You would have slayed him.
The president was quoted in the local paper,
Yes.
Jim, Darren Jacobson.
Right.
Is the quote. "It was fantastic. We had around 60 turn up for the night, and you never know what it's going to be like when you've never had one before. Everyone who attended was very happy with it.
Nice.
And they were raving about it, which was good." And then he finished up with, "No, he was," as in Brian,
Thank you, Brian.
"he was fantastic. He was happy with the way things went. And he told a lot of stories and answered a lot of questions. He was very interactive."
Oh.
Interactive.
I'll
Brian.
tell you the two stories he told about the umpire and the 100 goal and Cameron free kick.
oh, yeah. All right, Lackey Band
This is
man.
coming from Lacquer Band.
And the other one would have been the tribunal with Neil Busy. Knocked on the door. He said, "Are you busy?" He said, "Yes, I am." He said, "I'll come back next week."
That's Doug Hawkins, Bill.
Bill,
Yes.
60 did you say? Dano?
60.
60. That's better than your best effort. That day that you walked in to do a speaking engagement,
Yes.
and how many were there?
It was 8.
No, how many were there?
6. and it was Doug and I, by the way.
6 people.
So we went around individually and sat we actually joined their table like this and sat around the table.
6 people.
Hey, they had a good value.
Oh, didn't they? Almost sort of one-on-one.
So we went up to the manager, Mouse, and said, he said, "We might have to just cut the fee."
What happened then? Did you?
Oh, we did it for a cheaper, of course.
Did you? You knocked a bit off, Bill?
How long did you stay for?
Given the club was $6,000 in debt.
Honest to God, there were 6 people.
How many auction items?
Oh, no, we had 12. One bloke brought 4.
So if you were there, you could get 2 auction
Oh,
items each.
And we got photos. 6 photos.
Oh,
no, mate.
You had more microphones than people.
Oh, no, it was unbelievable. And you're waiting for people, a big busload to come up or turn up or something. They'll be here in a minute. Just put it back 15 minutes. They'll be all coming. Not one. There's 6 people. That is very embarrassing. It is very, very embarrassing.
Is it as embarrassing as your behaviour at the Vixens game? We haven't got to the bottom of it.
Oh,
yes,
no,
I meant
that's
to talk
2
to- Bill.
weeks ago.
What happened there, Bill? We heard you did go to the basketball.
Well, Joe
netball
Ingles
last week.
netball. Joe Ingles and I have become like BFF.
Phil, you're sitting next to a $30 million superstar in the NBA, and you're just boring the absolute crap out of him. He's just gone there to watch his wife play for the Vixens.
Yes.
And you're just ear-rolling him.
That's what happened.
You're drilling a hole in his ear.
Well, he's quiet,
Oh,
very
I'll
quiet.
tell you why he's quiet.
And grounded.
Because he done like you. And you're just doing nothing but chewing his ear off.
Actually, he did move, and I had to sit next to his mate. It's a good day at the netball if you want to go and watch the Vixens. Very, very good. People come from everywhere, Albury and Mildura. I sat next to Joe. I tell you what, he'd be the most grounded 60 million. Did he sign a contract for 60 million?
There's a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A $60 million person I've ever known. He doesn't say much. He just sits there. You wouldn't even know it's him.
No.
More netballers come up and ask for me for a photo than him.
Did you ask about his, his 3-pointers or something intelligent?
Well, I don't know much about basketball. I just
Well, probably a
net.
bad-
All I said was net a couple of times,
Net.
and downtown. So, I mean, he doesn't talk about it much. He lives in Utah, in
Utah?
Salt
Yeah.
Lake City.
It's a replace.
4 years, 52 million US.
52 million US.
Yep, that's the deal. And it's because, Bristol, you know more about this than all of us, it's because his last year prior to signing that was electric. Wasn't it? He just
Was.
tore it to
He
shreds.
led the comp in 3-pointers at one stage.
Yeah. So-
3-point percentage.
Well, we needed some fish and chips, and I said, I'll go, Joe. He said, yeah, sure, you go. I'll wait for him to pull out a 50 or something. Nothing from Joe.
Oh, listen to Bill.
But he's a good fella. Very unassuming man.
That's 71 million our money.
It's a lot of money.